everyone. Welcome back to On the Couch. Joining us now is Jake Price, and he is a very good DJ, and everyone knows about him, and if you don't know about him, well, you're in the wrong. So welcome, Jake.
Hi. Hi, guys.
So, you're only a sophomore, and
true.
you were on the show last semester, but a lot has changed since then.
That is also true. You're 3 for 3.
I'm 3 for 3? Yes. So tell us more about your DJing stuff.
DJing stuff. All right. Well, let's see. I didn't do too much this summer, at least. I mean, from last time when I saw you guys, I had just made this new little mix, and I put it up on SoundCloud. I put most of my stuff up there. I worked at a camp, and so there was like camp dance parties, and I did that. But that was really all I did over the summer. I didn't really do much. I didn't work on much music because I was so busy. But then I got back to school, and I heard about the Spinoff that they had. And I applied to be in it, and I got in. And so then it was a matter of, I spent a lot of time working on what my set was going to be. This was like the first time I'd really done something like that, where I had like this big crowd and I was really performing. It wasn't, as compared to a party where
you're just in the background.
You're taking requests, you're catering to them, where this is like an actual performance now. It was very different, for me at least. I mean, I don't know if it seems that much different for someone who's just, listening to music, but for me it was it was a big shift. I really had to I was carefully picking out different songs and different mixes of songs, and I played around with it for a while, and then it was originally supposed to be about 8 minutes long is what we were told, and then I found out.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, there's been other projects I've had with 8 minutes. I had a problem with the time constraints on that, and it was like, I think 10 minutes, or it might have been 12 actually at first. And I was like, all right, I have to cut a lot back, because I was like 4 minutes over, which the problem was that with 8 minutes to show off like any DJ skills, because the winner, went to the DJ'd at the end of Road. They got like the last 15 minutes of the night was the prize for first place. There was really nothing else, but first place, that's what you got. So I was, I really needed to make sure that what was I saying just now?
About the time constraint, yeah.
Yeah, so the time constraints. I had to make sure that I could fit all this stuff in. The problem was that because it was such a short amount of time, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to showcase like enough songs or enough like of me mixing stuff back and forth, because an entire song might be 2 or 3 minutes. So if I were to, not that I'm going to play a song all the way out.
But if you're just in an 8-minute constraint, then that's only like 2 songs.
Yeah, I had to really make these fast mixes and like choose which ones I wanted to do and make sure they're really good, because there weren't that many of them and I didn't have a lot of time. So that was really frustrating, trying to really find mixes that faded well, and I wanted to do songs that people were gonna like, so people would, the vote. I wanted the votes from, I think it was just the judges who were voting. So I really wanted them, because one of the things was the crowd's interaction, like how pumped they were. So I wanted songs that people would enjoy. I think it started off with like a little beat and stuff, and then the first song you heard was what was it? It was like some 90s throwback. It was like one of those like 90s
Beautiful.
like it was
like
what?
Backstreet Boys or something?
No,
I said beautiful.
No, it was
My Heart Will Go On.
I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to remember what it is. It'll come to me at some point. But I played like a few different songs, and I think in total the entire mix, because it ended up being about 10 minutes, and it's like 10 and a half minutes.
Were you penalized at all because it went over 8 minutes?
They actually changed it like that night. Like that day they were like, oh, it's gonna be 10 minutes now, and I was like, good, because I'm at like 10 and a half, and they were like, all right, well, it's okay. I was actually the first one to go. Whole other thing I'll tell you about in a second. I was really nerve-wracking. I was the first one to go. I was really nervous because there was, I think, 8 of us. So being the first of all 8 of us, I was like, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So I had to figure out the mixing, and I got it down. I think it was like 15 songs were in like 10 minutes or so, or maybe a little more. There was like a lot of music that was playing. A lot of things were like overlaid on.
Well, I guess because like 1 minute from each song is enough to get people to say, "Whoa, these are a lot of cool songs in one."
And there was a lot of overlap, songs. I had songs mixing together where I had, one point I had like Fancy playing at the same time as the song Wobble.
Okay.
Then there was things like layered where I could get through songs a lot faster by layering them, and sort of that was something I was more comfortable with, because when I'm doing mashups, that's what I'm all the mashups I make, that's what I'm doing, is layering all these songs together. So.
And what were you saying about being first in the lineup?
Yeah. Okay. So being first, that was like another if this couldn't get any more stressful, and I was
that had to be so nerve-wracking.
Yeah. I found out that night. They didn't
Although
tell us.
you did screw up, People would, if you did screw
Oh,
up.
if I did. Oh, I thought you said it because I did. I was like,
No. If you did, because you went first.
Yeah, that would be like really bad.
You'd
I
be
was
like,
the.
well,
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I was there like a few hours early. They needed us there like they didn't start till like 10, but they needed us there at like 7. So we're all there. There's us 8 DJs. We're in the little green room. It was one of the rooms in the student center because it took place in the pit.
Yeah.
And so we're all sort of in there chilling, like waiting for a schedule to come out, like who's going when. There were some last minute changes. This person canceled, blah, blah, blah. And I found out, I'm number 1. And I was like, oh, crap. Because I thought I was 3rd. And I started texting people like, oh, come at this time. That's what's going on. And then they changed it. And I was freaking out because now I'm like, no one's going to be there. Because I told everyone to come later.
Yeah.
I was freaking out. And then I'm like, I'm going first. And all of us were talking to each other like, yo, whoever's going first, which was me, like whoever's going first has to like really like amp it up. Because we were like looking out and like as the room was filling up, everyone's just like sitting down in the chairs.
And
they set up
staring
in
at
the
you?
back.
Yeah.
Not even like when we're at like on the stage and just like we're taking a look out and it's filling up and everyone's just sitting down. Everyone's kind of just lounging back and we're like, there's this huge open area right in front of the stage and there's no one there and we're like, this is gonna be a nightmare. And so when they started the event, the guy just introduced the judges and he said, all right, and here's our first stage tonight, Jake Price, and kind of handed me the microphone and I like have to like walk across the stage and I'm like, I don't even know what came over. I was like, hey, how's everybody doing? I was like, I remember like we were all talking about how we were gonna get everyone out of their seats. And I said, all these chairs, seats, that's not okay, not gonna work.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys, come over here. You guys, I'd get everyone over here. I was like shepherding. I was bringing every single person in towards the stage. And then after I had all of that, then we realized that there was a few problems with the audio, and I couldn't actually start yet. So now I was like, all right, this is a little awkward. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like really freaking out during all this. I was like, I'm sure I was shaking the entire time. I honestly don't remember. I probably was.
But what was the outcome?
Outcome in the end.
I mean, there were 8 of you said, right?
There was 8, yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
Like for the end, like the end of the night.
Yeah,
end of the night, I got 3rd. Which I mean, after seeing like some of the other ones, like
there were other Rowan students, right?
all of them were Rowan students.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were all. There was one freshman I know.
Well, we still think you're the best. So
Thanks.
you're welcome.
You have a biased opinion though.
We
so,
do, but
yeah.
that's okay. Yeah.
So in the end of the night I got 3rd. The guy who won, I honestly don't remember his name. I met him that night. I haven't really seen him that much, but he was really good. I mean, I actually thought I was gonna do worse, because one of the things was your stage presence, and the music was good, and I had the crowd going, but I wasn't really moving around much. I was kind of just very like straight faced, and I was kind of just like, all right. And I was like, oh yeah, I talked to the crowd, so I thought that was good. And I definitely got like brownie points for, being the first one to go. And yeah, it was a little nerve wracking, but in the end.
But you edited the
went
footage.
well.
You edited the footage from this.
I did edit the
and you
footage.
can find it on your Facebook page, I guess. DJ Jake P.
As soon as I actually never exported it. So as soon
Well,
as it goes up, it will
as
be
soon as it goes up, you
very
can see
soon It
Jake.
will be up online. You'll be able to find it online.
You can see Jake performing.
Yep.
So
You'll find it around.
Thank
So
you.
it'll go around the internet.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Yeah, thanks.
for having me, guys.
your second time on the couch.
Yeah. Two
Stay
times.
tuned for next week's episode.
Yep. It is our
Thanksgiving edition.
episode.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble gobble.
Indians and such, Native Americans. I'm sorry. Yeah. So join us then. We'll see ya.
Gobble gobble.